Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am very excited to be beginning a new series here on my channel, and I'm calling it the Skin Series. I've had a lot of requests here on YouTube as well as on my Instagram to start sharing a little bit more skincare content. You guys really enjoy seeing that from me. If you are new here, just a little bit of my background. I am a working master esthetician and makeup artist here in Salt Lake City, Utah. So if you are local to me here in Utah, let me know in the comments below. I love connecting with all of my followers, especially if you are local to me. I am available to, chat over email if you guys are interested in coming in for a service with me, a facial, a brow wax, microblading, makeup, all of that. I always have my business email below in the description bar, so you guys can email me there for any inquiries. And yeah, that's just a little bit of my background, so you guys know why I'm talking about skincare and you're like, why do I care what she has to say? So I do have education and background in, all the things skin. So I'm very excited to start the skin series and start talking about different topics in depth. Specifically, I wanted to start with the different skin types. I feel like it's important for you guys to understand what skin type you have before you can start learning about skincare and what treatments to get and all of that. So that's why today, like it says in the title, we're going to start with dry skin because that is a very big one. Specifically here in Utah, a lot of people have dry skin, and then we'll go into oily skin, sensitive, all of that in some other videos. I do have plans to do an acne video, possibly rosacea, exfoliation, chemical peels, all the things. So if you guys have a special request for a video that you'd like to see regarding skincare, please feel free to comment below letting me know your ideas and requests, and I will jot them down. I know this isn't my typical background. I know it's not like my usual pretty backgrounds, but this is my makeup room that I film in, and my big window is right here in front of me facing the closet. And I like to use this window for great lighting. Obviously, it does a really good job, as well as my ring light. So it does make it a little awkward. I don't really know what else to do. I have like a wall over here with a bunch of pretty decor, but then that puts my window on the side and nothing over here and weird shadowing and all of that. So I hope you guys don't mind, the boring background today, but I just wanted to sit down and get right to it and teach you guys a little bit about the skin. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So like I said, I'm going to be talking about dry skin. So first I want to tell you how you can identify if you have dry skin. A lot of people probably know if they have dry skin because of the symptoms that I'm going to kind of explain. So usually if you have dry skin, your pores will be very, very small, not very visible, and you probably don't feel oily throughout the day, specifically like through the T-zone where we have those larger pores. And your skin is probably a little bit textured, maybe a little bit flaky. I have clients who come in that even have flaky eyelids and eyebrows, and I feel so bad for them because I know that's something that's so hard to deal with and really tough areas as well. But yeah, you probably know it because you can feel tight, you look a little bit tighter, you have patchiness, dryness, all of that, flakiness, anything that would come with having dry skin. So yeah, those are kind of the basics of being able to say, okay, I have dry skin, I'm not oily, I don't have large pores, and I'm feeling tight and dry. So the next thing that I wanted to go into are the products that I typically will recommend a dry skin client to use. I have 3 to 4 different kind of ingredients that I always go right to for my dry skin clients. The first one being hyaluronic acid, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this or are familiar with it because it's huge in skincare right now. Hyaluronic acid is amazing for hydration, plumping, all of that. It's actually produced naturally in our bodies. It's kind of like the glue in between our skin cells that gives us that plump and that suppleness. And as we age, we actually lose that over time, as well as a couple of other things. So as we age, we lose it and we don't have that plump and suppleness as much. So we need to get it somewhere else. So that's why it's important to have skincare ingredients that have that so that it can really help us maintain that look. Because we all want to have like that juicy, plump, healthy looking skin, and hyaluronic acid is awesome for that. So it's usually in a serum form because it is pretty thin in consistency. Skin Medica has their HA5 serum that is like pure hyaluronic acid that I have used and I know a lot of people love. It is on the pricey side, but it's a decent sized bottle and it goes a long way. So that's a really good one, as well as tons of other brands that are incorporating it into their lines these days. Lira Clinical, which is a brand that I really love and use currently. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you've seen me talk about their products, and they have started to incorporate hyaluronic acid into their products, which is awesome. But like I said, there's so many lines out there these days that are using it. The next ingredient that I love to recommend my dry skin clients is ceramides. Ceramides is another thing that is produced in our bodies. It's kind of what, it's kind of like the fatty cells on the surface that help protect our barrier. So we all have this protective barrier on the very surface of our skin, and this is in charge of keeping out pollution, dirt, bacteria, all of that. And if you are using harsh cleansers and soaps and not moisturizing properly, your barrier is breaking down little by little, and therefore you are prone to bacteria and get pollution into your skin and dirt and all of that, and your skin will start to age and look dull, and it just isn't going to do its job correctly. So ceramides are very important to help protect that barrier and draw in moisture from the environment to really help you maintain your moisture. So like I said, a lot of really high quality products have ceramides in them these days. If you guys are wondering why I keep looking down, it's because I have some notes that I just jotted down just so I wouldn't forget any important topics. Another ingredient that I really love, and this is for both dry and oily, are oils. Skin oils are huge right now, and I specifically love dry oils, and what that basically means is they absorb super quickly into the skin, and they're very lightweight, so you really don't feel them. They absorb quickly and they won't leave that heavy oily feeling, and they're awesome. So if you are dry, your skin would love an oil, I'm sure. I really like to use an oil at night. That way I can sleep in it and it's completely absorbed by morning, and my skin is just healthy and glowy. That's probably my favorite thing about beauty oils, are the glow factor that it gives your skin. It's amazing, and I always get tons of compliments when I'm using an oil. So Lira has their Mystique Illuminating Beauty Oil that is amazing. I love that. I'm sure there are some oils at like Sephora and Ulta as well. I haven't done a ton of research on them. I typically just like to use the products I know and love that are very high quality, professional grade. But I've heard a lot of people talk about like the Versali ones, and they rave about them, and they look like they do a good job. So there are a lot out there that you can kind of do your research on. But the thing with oils is oils are kind of broken down into their molecular size, and that's how you know if you want it in your skincare or not. So for example, argan oil, jojoba oil, sunflower oil, and there's so many more, but those are some of the big ones that I see. Those have a smaller molecule size, so they are less comedogenic. So if a product says non-comedogenic, that means that it doesn't clog the pores. So by having a smaller molecule, it doesn't clog the pores. But like olive oil, coconut oil, and then there's a couple others as well, those do have a larger molecule size, and that is why they're a little bit controversy in skincare. I typically like to stay away from those because if you are acne prone, which I am, you can break out from those oils because they're larger molecules. But I do have clients, I've had tons of people that I've talked to that have sworn by putting coconut oil on their face for years, and they love it. And if that works for them, then great. I'm all about that. So, but if you are acne prone, I would say maybe try to stay away from those and use some of the other ones like jojoba and argan that are less prone to break you out. And I will go more into the oily skin stuff when I do that video next, but I did want to mention that oils, you can use oils if you are oily skin, just keep that in mind, but I'll go more into that in that next video. Another amazing ingredient that I love in my skincare, and if you're not currently using something with vitamin C, you've got to get something because it is amazing. It has so many benefits for all skin types. It's very lightweight, so it can work for dry, oily, sensitive, everything. But it's so amazing because it's an anti-inflammatory, it's an antioxidant, it's brightening, it's hydrating, it'll fight free radical damage from the sun. It's just such a good ingredient, and everyone can benefit from it. So I love to use my Lira Hydra C serum. That one has like, I don't even remember, it's quite a few different forms of vitamin C that just really keep my skin looking very bright and fresh and healthy. And I am prone to pigmentation a little bit from the sun, so I feel like that really helps me not get more pigment, you know, whenever I'm outdoors. So if you're not currently using a product with vitamin C, I highly recommend picking one up and trying something. If you need recommendations, feel free to email me like I said at the beginning, and I would love to help you guys find a good product for your skin. I usually use like a moisturizer or a serum with vitamin C. That's how I get it most of the time. There are probably cleansers and stuff with vitamin C in them as well, but you're going to see the most results from like a serum or a moisturizer. So another thing that I can recommend my clients try if they are really dry, I have a couple of clients that I'm seeing that have dry acne. And you can be dry acne. If you have acne, it does not necessarily mean that you're oily. You can have all the symptoms of being dry and still get breakouts. And then you can be oily with breakouts. So if you are dry or have dry acne, something that you can try is omega-3 vitamins or rosehip oil. So by incorporating those vitamins that can help a little bit more from the inside out, you can see a little bit of a difference in your skin. I have one client who did start using the omega-3s, and she feels like she has seen a difference because if you are just chronically dry, you may need a little bit more than just surface products. As well as drinking plenty of water. Everyone needs, you know, lots of water, but specifically dry skin clients, they really need to keep up on their water intake to help from within. So when you drink lots of water, basically it's not that the water is hydrating your skin, it's that it's making all of your organs and the rest of your body function properly. Therefore, you'll see a difference on the outside with your gut, your face, I mean everything. So now I want to talk a little bit about exfoliation and how you can exfoliate if you are dry. So if you are dry, you can benefit from manual exfoliation as well as chemical. But if you have acne, if you have active inflamed breakouts, you know, whiteheads, if you just have like one or two occasionally, you're probably fine. But if you have pretty regular acne, then I really like to recommend you stay away from the physical scrubs, which is your manual exfoliation, because when you're using those scrubs, you can open those lesions and you can spread that bacteria and just make it a lot worse. So I usually recommend staying away from the scrubs at first, get your breakouts under control, and then you can start incorporating that to get that really great manual exfoliation that helps get rid of that surface dead skin and buildup. And then the chemical exfoliation, which if you have the acne, this is great for you because it doesn't, you know, break up those lesions and cause spread of bacteria. So those are going to be your AHAs, your BHAs. So lactic acid is one of my favorite acids for dry skin because it is hydrating, it's brightening, it helps with pigment and scarring, and it really helps with like texture and tone of the skin. So that one's a really great one. There are lots of cleansers with lactic acid. There are the Hydra C serum that I love from Lira has a little bit of lactic acid, and it is derived from milk. So if you are allergic to dairy or milk, you may want to be a little bit cautious and maybe do a test patch some on your skin and see how you react to that before you start using it on your face. Also, I did want to mention when you're looking at a product, it typically won't say like vitamin C. I mean, obviously it might be in the title, like there'll be like vitamin C serum or whatever, but when you're looking at the ingredients on it, it doesn't always just come out and say vitamin C. You may see it as L-ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, or you'll see like you know, orange peel oil or some kind of fruit extracts. Those all typically have vitamin C in them, so that's another way you can kind of identify that. So as far as products go, I can talk to you guys a little bit about some of my favorites. I mean, there are so many lines out there and some that I haven't had a chance to play with and use, but some of my favorites, like I've said, Lira Clinical, almost all of their products have some form of vitamin C. And they also have plant stem cells, which are kind of new in skincare, and they are awesome. They have been shown to be anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, have healing properties, and I'm pretty sure almost all of Lira's products have the plant stem cells. So you're really paying for a high quality, result-driven product when you use something like Lira or something else that's high-end. Glymed is another professional line that I've used and really like, and these products are professional, so you can't just go to a store, go online and order them. You do have to get them through a rep or go to a spa that carries them because they don't want just anyone buying them and using them, you know what I mean, without having a little bit of education first. So they are high quality products. You do have to get them from a professional. Another option, I am available to do consultations over email or through the phone for products. So if you need some help getting a couple of skincare products, I can recommend a few and we can ship them to you. I can send you an invoice and kind of go that route because I want to be here to help you guys. So if you need help, please email me and I will do my best to help you identify what kind of skin you have and what you're going through and what we can do to fix it. Lastly, I wanted to go over the skin treatments that I would recommend for someone with dry skin. You can do a lot of things. So obviously everyone should be getting regular facials. They're super beneficial because they increase hydration, they stimulate blood flow, collagen, and obviously we're using very high quality products that will really help target and treat skin concerns. It can help with breakouts and all of that and just really cleaning out the pores. So I do recommend getting a facial about once a month if you can. I know that can be a little bit excessive for some or maybe not affordable. So as much as you can, try to get a regular facial. And then during the colder months like fall and winter is when we recommend you start doing the series of treatments. And that's really going to target concerns and help clear them up. So if you have a lot of breakouts, doing 4 to 6 peels in a row is really going to get in there and help push those out, and you'll see a big difference in your skin. I did just post a picture of before and after one of my clients that I just finished a series on recently. She was nice enough to let me take some before and after photos, and it's crazy how different it is in her skin just from using home care and doing a series of a couple of peels. She's seeing a lot of difference. Like her inflammation is going down, her breakouts are clearing. She had a lot of breakouts on her neck and jawline, and those have cleared up so much. It's so awesome to see. So just doing a couple of treatments, taking care of your skin and committing to a good routine. Also, you know, keeping an eye on your lifestyle, making sure you're eating right, drinking water and all of that can make such a difference. So it's really important that you know, take the time to invest in your skin and take care of it if you want to see results and have beautiful skin. And then of course, with all skin types, every single person on this earth should be wearing a sunscreen. Sunscreen is like the biggest, most important part because the sun is so harsh on the skin. It ages you, it causes premature pigmentation, aging, and obviously skin cancer. It can definitely cause skin cancer if you're not careful. So I always wear a hat when I'm going to be outdoors for a long time, and I'm always reapplying my sunscreen. So I can go more into depth on sunscreens as well in another video if that's something you guys would like to see. So just let me know below what you guys want to know more about. And yeah, I think I've covered everything. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, so I know you guys like this kind of video. And subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll never miss a new video when I post one. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.